Instagram. Facebook's working. Facebook's working. Instagram doesn't want to work, I guess. Well, I can Surrey. At least how it seems. Huh. Alright. Screw it. Kind of went a little early. Use my phone on Instagram. Daily Shane Day. Blog. I'm doing it live, folks. All right, I'm gonna stop recording and record again. Start recording. We're all streaming here. Oh. Stay up here. All right. 3, 2. I think I start off every video talking trash about Instagram. For some reason it doesn't like the stream software, so it kind of has a mind of its own. You're gonna have the green screen behind you. I'll probably end up posting the actual video with kind of the colors, so a little bit more aesthetic, artistic, I guess. But is what it is. So I'm gonna start with the quote for the day, because why not? That's what we do here. This one comes from Confucius, okay? And so Confucius says that choose a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. But remember, even the most passionate flames need moments to rest and reignite. The key to success lies in the delicate dance of dedicated toil and mindful repose. So, you know, today's all about like kind of, you want to work hard, but you also want to rest hard. You want to make sure you get that rest in. Monday's typically kind of a day I take it easy. Probably went a little harder than normal, but nothing wrong with that. You know, got a lot done, which was awesome in the morning. Really feeling pumped up, which is always good. I didn't actually know that was a Confucius saying that like work a job you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I also never heard the rest of it. Kind of reminds me of like the jack of all trade, master of none kind of saying there. But yeah, so that's kind of the key right now is work hard, play hard a little bit. You know, I even kind of said like maybe work smarter, play hard, smarter as well. But yeah, so as for my kind of social media game, I'm not really great at it yet. Like anything you do your first time, you got to get better. That's just from practice, you know, kind of doing it daily, trying to like turn this into a podcast. So it's not even just a, you know, video component, can have kind of the audio aspect of it. And, yeah, I also have been saying for a while, I just need to make the snippets. So tonight is, I promised the night, going to be making the snippets, going to be crushing that, which will be nice to have. But yeah, I mean, overall, it was a great day. Close my window so I'm not just like screaming out at my neighbors. Some of them are walking around, probably looking up at me. But today was a great day. You know, got a lot of sleep, kind of recharged the batteries. I've been waking up early, which is awesome. And I've been trying to make shorter lists. Today's to-do list was a little bit longer, but is why I'm even more happy. I try to approach it kind of like baseball and like a batting average. So if you're batting 300 in baseball, like that's basically like, you know, you're in the Hall of Fame for that. And so if you can go every day and you complete like, you know, 30% of your items, that's great, right? Like I think we're so bad that we want to get 100% done. If you do, great. Some days you bat 1,000, some days you're going to bat like 100, right? So it's all about just the balance, the ebbs and flows. Definitely don't be too hard on yourself. The worst thing I think you can do is like beat yourself up. And I think sometimes I am a little bit too hard on myself, but ultimately kind of forgiving myself, giving myself the room to grow, and just really excited to keep on going. I did get a call early today about my bartending job. So previously it was just kind of like talking about it and stuff like that. I'm pumped because it's a cool place. I really like the owner, the manager that I have is a cool dude. He likes like the Grateful Dead, which will be sweet. And, you know, there's nothing wrong. They often have like good looking women that are in there, good looking women working there. So just definitely going to be a fun time. Enjoy my time there as well as work really hard. It's an opportunity for some money, hoping to kind of pay my mortgage with that every month, And then, real estate's going to be where I kind of make the extra money to buy more investments and just do the fun stuff like go on trips and whatnot. I am working out later. Shout out Mario. Called me out, kept me honest earlier today. Although I wasn't like giving my whole day plan, but he's like, "Oh, you better be going to the gym tomorrow." Tonight, and excited to do so. So unfortunately, talking about cute girls, we're going to Sockesty, where it's just a sausage fest. And yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say my full mind. Let's say there's some thick women, and I get trashed for that. But I'm like, I'm a big guy. We just don't mix, right? Like, big and big, it can be a lot there. I'm sure they feel the same way. I do definitely all right with some of the bigger ladies, but there's some that I think are just like, nah, not happening, not worth it. So anyways, that's kind of a joke. Anyone hates me for that, you can cancel me. It is what it is. I'm at least big myself and aware of that. Yeah, I got a new table. I helped my dad move, which was cool. I got a dining room table, which is sweet. Really pulls my kitchen together. Makes me feel like an adult a little bit. And then I also got a guest bed out of it. So I was going to get one, but he was like, oh, I'm going to have an extra. So we kind of been waiting on that for his house to sell. Now that he's close to having it sold, really pumped to just have a guest bed for when people come and visit. Previously, I was like using one of my mattress pads, like an air mattress, just way better overall. I still have a bunch of air mattresses, which is good. I'm actually excited that, we're at 4 minutes here and I'm halfway through the list, trying to keep it shorter. Like I said, not trying to even go 15 minutes is a lot. So the closer I can get to 10, the better. And yeah, so as per the theme of today, you have my permission to chill. So, it's 5:45 on a Monday. You've already been going hard enough. Get to the gym if you have to. That's for you. That's for us. But don't take it too hard. Don't take life too seriously. I think we're constantly stuck in that hustle culture. And if you need kind of something to read or look into, look up the story of the tourist and the fisherman. I'm not going to tell the story now. I've probably told it before. But it's a great story, and it's part of like manifesting. And before you manifest anything, it's important to really know what you want and what your goals are. And so that story kind of highlights it, that basically like, if your whole goal in life is to work really hard so that you can do whatever you want and spend your time kind of leisurely, if you don't even know what you want to do and what that leisure is, you're just going to kind of work infinitely and maybe like for no benefit, right? So if it's buying a second home, having a vacation home, go out and get that. Like for me, my first step of fulfillment is just like on my own without a corporate job, being able to kind of get back to where I was. Down here, I really don't even need that much. So like, even maybe step 0.5 instead of step 1 is like, if I can get to about like 2,000, let's call it 3,000 a month for my mortgage, another 2,000. So that's like 5,000 a month post-tax. So if I'm making 60,000 a year post-tax, that's honestly a great living for me. I don't need to spend a whole lot more than that. I like to like make my own food. I don't mind doing that. Like I do like eating out when the time's right, but I'm not like a every meal out. It's very easy to make meals. I do love the taste of food, but luckily I can make most of the food that I like the taste of. I'm a pretty easy date or cheap date in that way. So yeah, so you have my permission to chill. Breaks are good. Breaks are necessary. I know there's some kind of mindsets where it's like work for 25 minutes, break for 5. I think there's some that's like for every hour you work, you want to take a 10-minute break or at least a 5-minute break. Figure out what works for you. I think everyone's different, but I would say take breaks. Like even go on a short walk. Sometimes the problem you're trying to figure out, whether it's in your head for work or a relationship, it just becomes so much more clear when you kind of remove yourself from the environment, at least for a short bit. I want to call out and just really celebrate, like in terms of something I'm really grateful for and happy for, I just don't get the Sunday scaries anymore. So Monday's kind of a day off for me. I work on weekends, but I'm not really ever like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like I'm ever really killing myself at work. Like a lot of what I do is I'm working hard, I'm meeting people, which I love doing. I love real estate in general. I really embody like the Confucius say, where if you love what you're doing, you'll never work a day in your life. And I think if you want to be successful, you don't have to have that kind of passion, but it certainly helps. And it drives you to sometimes work the longer hours without feeling it's as grueling. Yeah, so no more Sunday scaries. Really excited about my bartending job. That's going to be great, like extra money. Real estate, I think right now like 12 people that are looking pretty regularly. So if they all buy, that's essentially like a year worth of income. And I only want to do better, right? So we're just going to continue that, continue getting people kind of to reach out. Really excited. Got a lot of stuff done for my clients today. I still have a little bit more to do, but I'm just about to kind of go on a walk after this, maybe play a couple video games. Nothing crazy. You know, video games are really more just a social thing for me, but it'd be nice to kind of disconnect from the work mode a little bit just because I've been going since early this morning. And then no problem at all plugging back in for a little bit tonight before I go to bed. All right. We're at 8 minutes. We're doing good. So I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but there's only 2 items left to talk about. So I'm thinking we're easily cruising under 15 minutes. Would love to stay under 13, and we'll see how we do. I was talking to someone earlier about like social media and influencers, and I was just talking to like them. Not really going to go into who it was, but talking about another influencer that we know, and I'm just like, man, I don't get it. Like, and I'm such a hater, so I hate, like, I don't like being a hater, but I'm just like, I don't see why this person's getting all these likes and stuff like that. I'm like, it's even like, the thing she says is kind of cringy, and like, nothing's wrong with being cringy. Like, again, you're going to judge, but there's no point in like hurting someone else or doing it to put you down. But I'm just sitting there and I'm like, people actually like this kind of, and I don't know. I feel the same way about Kim Kardashian sometimes. I'm not going to go down that whole thing, but you know, the person I was talking to is basically like, people on social media, they want what they can't have. They want to escape their lives. And I do get that. And I think like there's positive people and positive influencers in the world that you can escape your life even for moments with them. But I just question like some of these people, like, are they really role models? Are they really who you want to be escaping to? Sure, they can be entertaining. It's kind of like reality TV in a lot of ways. So I'm not blaming anyone. It's interesting how you'll see like these people that are just so word vomit and just bad for morals and ethics. Not necessarily the person I know, but like, you know, like, I don't even mean to drop them up, but like the Jake Pauls of the world, the Aiden Ross. I mean, even I can't even think of his name right, Andrew Tate's. It's like, obviously they made money for a reason, and you know, they're somewhat successful or smart, but I just think like people are putting money in the pockets of some people they shouldn't. I kind of laugh at like Amaranth is like literally a porn star and she's on Twitch. And I'm like, do parents know that this Twitch star is actually a porn star and she's essentially just doing like softcore porn for kids? Really sad, really scary, right? I just wish that it wasn't that way. I'm not sure I can do anything about it. I'm not sure it will ever change. But, you know, I'm the kind of person where like, if I see something that makes me like kind of sick to my stomach or feel like it's not helping the world, I hide that content. Not for me. Trying to shape my algorithm so that it's really just like positive things and like-minded people who are trying to do good for the world. I don't have the names in front of me now. There's like one that's like Outdoor Boys. He seems really cool. There's a guy who's like going around and he's like replanting like native plants, and he talks about like how to do it and why it's important. That guy's awesome. I like Luke Foods a lot. Like, he's not necessarily like, you know, changing the world, but he's like pretty entertaining and just overall like positive content. Like, those are the influencers that I like to watch. I feel like they're actually doing good for the world as opposed to just kind of like melting our brains or making us jealous or covet and stuff like that. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? I can't change it. I'm not going to change it, certainly. It's just, my complaint came from kind of last night where it's like, I feel like if you don't pay for followers or pay for advertisements, the social media is not going to kind of boost you or anything like that. So we're at 11 minutes, just about 12 minutes. What I will say is, you know, like my stuff, even if you're not watching, like your friend stuff, like your, you know, anyone who's trying to be an influencer, be like a small business owner, just like it. You know what I mean? It means the world to them. And if everyone just liked each other's stuff, especially people they're friendly with, it would certainly help. Somehow that kind of picks up the algorithm to do more. If you share it to your story, great. Even if you're not sharing it to your story, you can actually, what do I want to say? You can like copy the link and you don't even have to send it to anyone. You can send it yourself. You can like paste it in your notes. It doesn't really matter, but like somehow that actually gets like a positive result for the influencer. That'll help them reach more people. Sharing it's cool. Like, I always like, don't do it every day. You know, it's a lot, but just be like, hey, really getting a lot from this person. You guys should follow. Put on your story. You know what I mean? Just a little thing. It goes a long way to people. I don't even care if you never do mine. If you have a friend that's doing a small business, it would mean the world to them, right? Like, I'm telling you right now, as someone who's in this world, when someone likes my stuff, when someone sends me a message, comments on this, it is like the greatest feeling in the world. So just keep doing it. Keep helping people out. It's really not that hard. And it's not even from my side. Like, just, there's plenty of people probably on social media that it would mean a lot to. And I don't think it takes that much. My last PSA is just like, please stop liking the morons of the world stuff. Like, oh, all the content that's like, buy my book or pay for my training or I know how to, do this. Just like my thing and I'll give you a secret code or whatever. It's all crap. Like, they're all just scamming and stuff like that. I hope that no matter how big I get, which I'll probably never get big, I would never sell out for like advertisements. That's kind of, not where I want to go. I don't even like want that much money. I think you just kind of lose yourself a little bit. And, like you lose the meaning of what is important to you. And so, don't make me a millionaire, but I'll take just being comfortable. 6 figures again would be sweet. Jokes aside, I'm just really grateful. I got that new job. I'm really thankful. Like, just feel like God's looking out for me since I've been kind of praying, going to church. Not saying it's for everyone, but it's been working for me, which is good. So I don't see anything wrong with that. I got a lot of new friends that I'm excited about. Gotten closer with some of my other friends. And just keep doing what you guys are doing. Again, work hard, work smarter, and play smarter. You know what I mean? You don't have to work so hard. You don't have to like be in this constant hustle culture. I love you all. Thanks for the support. And hope you have a great Monday. We'll be seeing you Tuesday. Chit, chit. Oh. Got like 5 things to